Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for 100+ subscribers. Thank you so much. So for this tutorial, we'll be making this halter top. It's a crop halter top. Okay, so this is beginner friendly, just in case you are a beginner and you are hoping to make a halter top. Go ahead, subscribe and watch this video. We'll be making use of this Yeye acrylic yarn. Okay, it's a very tiny yarn and I'll be making use of 2 strands because one strand is too thin. So I'll be making use of 2 strands of this yarn, scissors, a darning needle, measuring tape, and we're making use of these 2 hooks, a 3.5mm hook and a 4.5mm hook. Okay, so we'll be making use of the smaller hook for the body and we'll be using the bigger hook for the straps. Okay, so let's get right into the video. To start, you need to take the measurement from one part of your collarbone to the next collarbone. Okay, for myself, I'll be working with 6 inches, and for the bust parts, for the bust area, the bust measurement of the person I'm doing this for is 39 inches bust measurement, so that would be 19.5. yeah, so for the bust, when you divide your bust measurement into 2, you're going to work with 1/2 of it. So I'll be working with 19.5 inches for the bust area. So we need to get this right. So I'm going to work from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to start from the 6 inches for the collarbone, and then I'm going to work down to when I have my, I'm going to keep increasing to when I have my 19.5 inches, and then we'll stop increasing and then just walk straight down to build the body of the halter top. Okay, so for the length, I will be working with 14 inches because it's a crop top. It's a halter crop top, but if you want a longer top, you can go more rows. Okay, so let's just begin. So to start, you're going to make your slip knot. Okay, and you're going to make a chain that is equal to 6 inches. I made a total of 25 chains, and that is my 6 inches. Okay, so we'll be working with this. So what you need to do now is to make extra chain 2 because we are working with a half double crochet. Okay, so chain extra 2, skip the 2 and go into the 3rd and make your your half double crochet. So go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, just like this. You're going to yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. Okay, so you repeat that into the next chain, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops. Okay, so yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. So you're going to do this till you get to the end of the chain. You are going to continue going into every chain with your half double crochet till you get to the last chain. So I'm at the last chain now and just going to add my half double crochet. So this is what I have, right? So next thing to do, you're going to chain 1, flip your yarn, flip your work rather, and you're going to go into the first stitch. You're going to go into this first stitch, right, and make your half double crochet, and you continue going into every other stitches with your half double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and once we are done with this row, we are going to come back and start our increases. Okay, so keep going into every stitch with your half double crochet, and we'll come back to start the third row and the first row of increases. So I'm going into the last stitch now. And we are done for the rows with no increases. Now we are entering the rows of increases. Okay, so you're going to chain 1, flip your work, and you're going to go into the first stitch there, and you're going to place 2 half double crochet. You place 2 half double crochet stitch there, and you're going to go into the next stitch and place 1 half double crochet, and you're going to keep placing 1 half double crochet till you have only 1 stitch left, and which you are going to go into and place 2 half double crochet. So we are going to be having, for the first stitch and the last stitch, you are going to be placing 2 half double crochet stitches into them. So go ahead and place 1 half double crochet stitch into each of every other stitch till you have 1 left. Okay, into the last stitch, I'm going to go ahead and place 2 half double crochet stitches. Okay, so this is what it should start looking like at this point. All right, so for the next row, you're going to go ahead and chain 1, flip your work, and into that first stitch there, you are going to place 2 half double crochet stitches, and you are going to repeat this row again. For this row, you are going to repeat this first row of increases for this next row. Okay, so go ahead and place 1 half double crochet stitch into every stitch till you have 1 stitch left. Into the last stitch, you're going to go ahead and place 2 half double crochet stitches. So this is what your work should start looking like at this point. You can see the slanting, it has started to increase. Okay, so this is how we are going to keep increasing our work. this is how I'm going to keep increasing it till I get to a width of, once I get to 19.5 inches by width, I'm going to stop with the increases and we'll go ahead with a normal row till we get a total of 14 inches for the length. So at this point we already have 6.2. yeah, so we're going to keep increasing till I have 19.5. so you can do that as well for yours. Work with your own measurement just like I'm working with mine, so you can get a perfect fit for your body. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue. This is what I'll be doing for as many rows as I need to get to the 19.5 inches for the width to cover around the bust. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and once I have more length, I'm going to come back to show you guys the progress, and then we can continue making more rows. Okay, so I've gone 20 rows after. Okay, and this is what I have. Remember, we did 2 rows of no increases at the beginning, at the very beginning, and then we did 3 rows of increases together, which is a total of 5 rows, right? So I've done 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. So I've done 20 rows after, and this is really what I have at this point. So I'm just going to take some measurements. First of all, I'm going to take the width measurement, and what I have is 16.5. okay, 16.5 inches. Yeah, that's for the width, and for the length I have 8 inches. Okay, so we are still 3.5 inches, okay, 3 inches short for the width, right? Before we can stop with the increases and then go for the length. So for now we are still doing very fine. Okay, if you also have you know, this at this point, it's fine, it's cool. We are doing a very good job, you are doing a good job. So let's just continue and we'll see what we get at the end. We'll see how many inches we have at the end of the rows for the width. Okay, so for now we have 8 inches and we are going for 14 inches, right? So that is 6 inches short. So let's continue with the width. So you can know how many lengths, but whatever length you end at, it's not so important. Okay, it's not so important. You can just, you know, continue, but obviously if you follow my guideline, if you follow what I am doing, there is no way you will get to there's no way you will get to your length measurement before the width measurement. So you have to get to your width measurement first, okay, before the length. So if you are making for a large size, right, you need to start with the collarbone. You need to increase by 2 inches. So as I made 6 inches for this, you need to make 8 inches, okay, because I'm working for a size, this is like a size 10. Yes, this is like a size 10. So yeah, basically you just need to work with your measurement, take your measurement. And but if you get to this increasing part and you realize that your work is not going in too fast as you want it to be, what you need to do is, after going into the first stitch with 2 half double crochet, you go into the second stitch with 2 again. So it's like having 2 increases at the beginning, okay, so it's like having 2 increases at the beginning, but you need to have 1 increase at the end so that your work will not be too big and will not go out so fast, if you understand what I mean. Like it won't increase so fast that you have to then start working on the length, which is like going to take so much of your time, okay. So that is just the best option. You need to allow the width and the length to flow in together, okay. I just hope I'm making sense here, but anyways, I'm just going to continue and probably a few more rows and we will get to 19.5 inches, and then I will come back to do rows of no increases just to build the length of the top, okay. And if you're working for a smaller top, for a smaller size, you need to reduce the starting that's the collarbone measurements. You need to make at least 4 inches or 5 inches. Now 4 inches is okay, perfect, especially for size 6, and you need to do that should be between 4 inches, 4 and 5, 4 and 5, if you understand. But you should all do it the same way I did this one. There's no need of, you know, because your body is, you're working on a smaller size, so it's supposed to increase gradually, not too fast. So that is just it. So I'm gonna continue as many rows, a few more rows to go, and I'll come back, okay. So I've made extra 7 rows. I made extra 7 rows, and I'm just going to take the measurements. So after 7 rows, after the extra 7 rows, I have my 19.5 inches, as you can see right here, right? And I have a total length of, let's check that out, a total length of 10.5 inches. Okay, 10.5 inches. So that means we have 3.5 inches left for the length. So the next thing to do at this point is to stop every increases, because we've gotten our required width, right? We've gotten our required width. So now we are going to build the length of the work. We are going to build the length of the top. So what we are going to do now is to go ahead and make rows of no increases, just 1/2 double crochet stitch into every of the stitches. Okay, so you're going to chain 1, flip your work, and from here you are going to place 1/2 double crochet stitch into every stitch. Okay, so go ahead and place 1/2 double crochet stitch into every stitch there, while making sure you are not skipping any of the stitches, because if you skip any stitch, your work is going to start decreasing and you might not like the outcome. So it's always better to be careful when you are working on this row. Okay, so go ahead and make your rows of no increases. I'm going to do few rows, and once I have up to 3.5 inches, okay, I'm going to come back, or let's just say once we have a total length of 14 inches, once I have that, I'm going to come back and show you how to finish that off. Okay, so I made a total of 11 rows without any increases. Okay, so we stopped the increases here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we stopped the increases here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 rows of no increases, and this is what we have. Okay, this is what I have, and this is what you should have. All right, so at this juncture we are done with the body of the hat. In fact, we are done with okay, I'm talking about top. We are done with most, like, the most important parts of the hat, of the top. I don't know why I keep saying hat. So anyways, we are done with the most important part of the top. We are done with the body. We've gotten the width and we've gotten the length. Let me show you guys what I have as my length. Okay, I have my 14 inches. So next what we're going to do is just remaining the edging, the scallop design at this edge, and then the the edging close off, the edge close off, just to have like a unique look at the edge. Okay, but we are adding a scallop at this end. Okay, so it's just remaining that and then the straps, and that will be all. So for the edging, I won't be using this. I have this colored yarn. I have this blue, I think it's milk cotton. Yes, I'll be using it for the edge design. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm gonna attach it by this side. So I'll just cut this off, chain 1 and cut off. Okay, so I'm gonna add this yarn by this side, then I can start the edging. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add it, I'm going to join it here. All right, I'm gonna join it here. So what I have to do is just to make a slip knot and pass it through that last stitch, then chain 1 to secure it, and then from here I'm going to begin my single crochet stitch into every of the rows of the spacing up to this point and down to this point. So when we get here, we are going to go ahead and make our scallop for this side. So to begin this, you can just go ahead and knot these two together like that. Okay, I'm going to leave this one so that I can hide it. So I'm just going to go ahead and place 2 single crochet stitch into every of the spacing there. Okay, so let me zoom that so you can see it properly. So I'm gonna place 2 single crochet stitch into every of the spacing, like the space created by the rows, so like that. Okay, 2 single crochet stitch into the spacing. So just go ahead and place 2 single crochet stitch into the spacing. So always take note of where you stopped the increases, because you're going to do a little bit of a thing there. Okay, so I said I have 11 rows of no increases. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so I stopped my increases here, so I'm just going to keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, so from here, when you, because this is like a curve, okay, so what you're going to do is you are going to chain one. All right, you are going to chain one and you're going to go into that space there. Okay, so you should have something like this, because it's like a corner. Let me just put it that way. It's like a corner because it has this curved part or curved look. So you're going to make sure you chain one there before you move into the next, and you're going to just continue with your 2 single crochet into the spacing. Okay, so I'm going to do this till I get to the top part. Okay, gotten to the top part, and I'm just going to go ahead and place the last 2 for this row here. Okay, and then I'm going to chain one and place another one into that space because we are making a turn. And then I'm going to go ahead and place one into every of this stitch right here, or chains, because this is like the first thing we made when we started the top, where we made the chains. Okay, so this is like the other part of the chain. So go ahead and place 1 single crochet into each chain. And if you see, you can see that I'm trying to hide this yarn while I'm working on the single crochet stitches, so you can do that as well, instead of waiting on when you are done with everything to start hiding the yarn. So I'm going to drag that out and cut it off, smarten that out, and then let's go into the last chain there, and I'm going to chain one and start the other side. So I'm going to chain one like that, change, and then I'm going to go into this with 2 single crochet stitch. Okay, and continue going into every other spacing with my 2 single crochet stitches. So I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm going to do this off camera, and I'll come back to show you guys when I've done my 2 single crochet stitches all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to do this all the way down, and when I get here I'll come back to show you guys what I have. Okay, so you continue, go ahead and do yours, and we'll meet back when we get to that point. So I am done. I forgot to mention, please don't forget to add your chain 1 space whenever you get to that place where you ended your increases. Okay, just like what we did for this other part where we added the chain 1 spacing. So remember to do that as well here. Okay, I forgot to mention earlier. So I've gotten to the end of the edging, the single crochet edging, and now we are just going to do a scallop. Okay, so we are going to start our scallop right here, and to start you are going to chain 1. Let me get my yarn. So you are going to chain so you are going to chain 1, okay, and into that same space you're going to add 1 single crochet. All right, and you're going to skip 1 2 1 2. You're going to skip these 2 stitches, right, and into the 3rd stitch you are going to make 5 double crochet stitches. 3 4 and 5. Okay, now let's make that 6 because this our yarn is quite thin. So you're going to go right into the 3rd stitch and place 6 double crochet stitches. You are going to skip 2, all right, and into the 3rd one you are going to make a single crochet like that, and you are going to skip 2 stitches again, and into the 3rd one you are going to place 6 double crochet stitches. 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, you are going to skip 2 stitches, and into the 3rd one make your single crochet like that, and skip another 2 and place 6 double crochet stitches into the 3rd one. 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so skip 2 stitches, skip the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd one place your single crochet, skip the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd one place 6 double crochet stitches. 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, you skip the next 2 stitches and place a single crochet into the third one. So this is what you should have. Okay, this is what you should have. So you're going to continue that way. You're going to skip 2 stitches. You're going to skip 1, 2, and into the third one place 6 double crochet stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, skip 2 stitches, skip 1, 2, and into the third one place your single crochet, skip, yarn over, skip 1, 2, into the third one place 6 double crochet stitches. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Skip 2 stitches, into the third one place your single crochet, yarn over, skip 2 stitches, skip the next 2 stitches, into the third place 6 double crochet stitches. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Skip the next 2 stitches, into the third place your single crochet. So this is what I have, and this is what you should have as well. Okay, you can decide to use any color. You can decide to use the same color for this. Okay, and you can decide to use any color, other color of your choice, whatever works for you. 2, into the third place your 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So skip the next 2 and place the last one. Place a slip stitch into the last stitch there. Okay, chain 1 and cut off the yarn, leave a little bit of excess to weave in. So let's go ahead and hide that, and then we can make the straps. Okay, so get your darning needle, get the yarn into it, and then slide it to the back of the work, and you can hide it there. So that's all. Now let's make the strap. So I'm going to combine this yarn and this together to make this strap, because I want the strap to be a little bit thicker. So I'm going to combine these two, and then this. Okay, and now we are going to switch to a bigger hook. I'm going to use 4.5 now. So I'm going to get the front of the work and just right here. Okay, I'm going to add a strap here and another strap here. So I'm going to attach that there. So make a slip knot and I'm going to go into the stitch up there. Okay, and then I'm going to secure that. And then from here I'm gonna make loose chains. Going to make loose chains as long as I want. I have no specific number, so I'm going to make as many chains as possible. So after that, just going to make chain one and cut off the yarn. And I'm going to do the same thing for this side. I'm going to attach the strap. I'm going to attach the yarn. Okay. Attach the strap and make a single, attach it to the first stitch here too, just like what we did for the other side, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to make as many chains as possible, loose chains. Okay, so after that I'm going to go ahead and make a strap for this side and a strap for this side. Okay, I made this one long enough so it can get to like make a crisscross at the back, so we can get to this part. Okay, you can join it to this part. So I'm making a different one, a different strap for this side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach it here, just at that last row. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing and then take it into a stitch and then make that, and then I can make as many. So I'm gonna do it for this other side. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hide this yarn first of all. So I'm going to pass it into this place. Okay, pass like 2. And then I'm going to knot it together. So I'm going to, instead of hiding, I'm going to burn it off. So let's do the same thing for here. So go ahead and do the same thing for this other side. Go ahead and do the same thing for here. Okay, so to bun it, what I'm going to do is cut like this, and then that is all. Okay. So that is all. Go ahead and knot this. Okay. Let's strap this now. I'm going to get a crisscross like that, and then I'm going to get this strap into this side. Okay. Okay, and then this over to this side. Okay. So you can knot that off. And then this can go here. What we should have at the back. So this is how the back should look like, or you can choose to strap it any way of your choice. Okay, but this is how I choose to strap mine. So this is the front. Okay, this is the front. So this is what I have at the end of the project. Okay, so thank you for sticking with me to this point. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. See you again in my next video. Bye.